I'm trying to like reel it in. Get it together, Melissa. Welcome to my first and probably last year in review video. I don't like crossing niches very much. So this is a finance page. It very much will remain a finance page. So don't expect much of lifestyle content from here, but I was inspired by Evelyn from the internet. She's always like my inspiration to do this because I wasn't really in a fantastic headspace, and I thought, maybe talking to the camera one last time for the year could be therapeutic. Could also be traumatic. Who knows? We'll see. But I will try to keep this video under 10 minutes. But I'm a talker. Y'all know. So I'm going to start off with the good things of 2020. Because I like to focus on positive and just, kind of recap what went well. And then focus on the things that didn't go so well, that were a little difficult. So let's get started. I remember January just being so tumultuous and then just kind of like easing itself out towards the end. And I remembered feeling so hopeful, just so excited, and just so like, I'm finally, I'm catching my stride and I'm doing everything that I need to do. And then March came and kind of flipped everything around. And then other months happened and other months happened. And I'm just like, wow, this is what the what the So some of the positives, my Millennial in Debt brand grew beyond my wildest imagination, and it gave me the hope and the freedom to dream bigger. I was like, oh, well, my YouTube will grow this number and my Instagram will grow this number. And then, like, it happened. 12 bills unpaid. It happened before the year even ended. And I was just like, okay, so, like, maybe it'll grow this number. And then it happened again. And I'm like, what? And so just so many things on the horizon. And just, like, it's such an exciting time for the brand. And I've been in the vlogger world for 8 years. May of 2021 will be 8 years that I've been doing this thing, talking to a camera, typing up words about things and Instagramming. And if you were here from the Charles and Tresses time, first of all, I love you. Hi. And so like my new site officially launched, so millennialdebt.com. And it's been fantastic, and I'm very fortunate to have a brand that is excelling and doing well in such, difficult times for most. So that's a definite thing I'm so happy about, and is a definite spotlight and pro of 2020. I was also very, very, very fortunate to stay employed with my full-time job. As most of you know, I am a high school teacher in New York, and so that blessing is not lost on me, that I was able to, transition into remote work and continue to have a steady paycheck and health insurance and just all these other things that are so fundamentally necessary in a pandemic that was taken away from people without their say, without, any notice for many. So that is a blessing that I will never belittle, I will never forget. And so that is something I'm so happy for. I've also been extremely fortunate in that COVID has not, touched my immediate family or my closest friends. And those of my friends that have caught it have healed and, have gotten better and haven't had any lasting negative effects. So not everyone can say that. And the fact that I can say that, I am so blessed and I am so thankful, and I hope those blessings continue into the new year, because I don't deal with trauma very well. I don't think anyone really does, but I'm very happy that everyone around me has been healthy, and, you know, successfully living life as best as they can in 2020. So that's a definite blessing. And I find that in 2020, I have become very, very good at like making time for people and for myself. And that was not something I was very good at ever. I often struggle on balancing, you know, work and life and business. And, you know, I read almost 30 books this year. I think I read like 28 or 29 books, which is fantastic. And making time just to read. I, you know, walked my dog, like just spending time with my dog, spending time, even if it was virtually, my two best friends and I, who live on opposite sides of the country, might as well be the world, we set up like weekly Zoom movie nights. And those movie nights really, really were the difference in a shitty week and an amazing week sometimes. So just figuring out new creative outlets on how to be around the people I love when I couldn't, you know, travel to go see them or spend birthdays with them really was empowering. And it really, you know, it made me think outside of the box. It made a lot of other people think outside of the box. And it was just beautiful to see how we were able to just all come together in times where we weren't able to physically be around each other. So those are things I'm so thankful for, and I could have done without a lot of the 2020 lessons, but I am happy that I've learned a lot of these things to navigate life in the future. But yeah, so I guess we shift now into the negatives, the not so funs. 2020 has been quite the test. I often say that comparison is the thief of joy, and although my brand has grown dramatically, my brand has grown dramatically, I find that because I have a lot of personal life issues and just other things happening outside of the brand, that it often takes away my creativity or my ability to produce content as quickly or as efficiently or as consistently as my counterparts in my same niche. And so, although I put out 60 videos this year, I released 60 YouTube videos in this calendar year. This is 61. This is number 61. I talked to a camera over 60 times. I edited 60 videos, 61. And I still felt like I wasn't doing enough. And it was constant. And so whenever big personal life things would happen and I would need to, you know, take a break or walk away from the brand, I would feel very guilty. Or lazy or unmotivated or uncreative, and just all these things would build up. And so although this was the biggest millennial in debt year, it was also my most difficult because of the pressures of having to, in my own head, keep up with my counterparts. And so that was a weird feeling, and it's a feeling I'm trying to like shove to the side and stop, but I'm human. And just, of course, yeah, I don't really talk about relationships. That's like not that's a hard stop for me. But it was a difficult year for that as well. So that's like the most that I'm comfortable saying, I guess. And just being in my home. Although I had a very peaceful home environment, because, you know, it's just me, I was also dealing with issues of being extremely lonely or feeling alone. And then the house just always needing my attention and energy. So it is very likely, like 90% likely, that in 2021 I will be moving. And And that could mean that I'm selling my home or subleasing. I don't know, but I'm moving. I don't know where I'm moving to. I don't know where I want to live. Don't know where I want to go. Don't know what I want to do, which is the story of my life in 2020. Searching for a purpose. I feel very directionless, is what I told my therapist. So that's a thing. And I just feel like I've lost my passion and drive for a lot of things that I had so much passion for, and just trying to reconnect with my writing. You know, my biggest goal is to be an author. I've been writing this book for God knows how long now. And it's just been hard. I've had such a block of creativity, and I haven't been able to, you know, write as much as I would like. But I really would love to release this book in the near future. So that's my own cross to bear, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's been really hard. And the lovely cherry on the shit Sunday that has been this year is that my uncle, who I was very close with, passed away on Christmas Eve. So I haven't really even unpacked that or processed that, because I've been unpacking and processing all these other things, or trying to. And so that's difficult to even understand. So 2020 has had its ups and downs. And I'm just hoping 2021's a little gentler, a little kinder, to everyone's mental health, to my own, and just countless other people, because I think we definitely deserve it. But I will be hoping for the best and working as hard as my mental and emotional allow me to create, you know, whatever is inside of me that needs to come out to be of assistance to other people. You know, just trying to be a little more accepting of what life is. And, you know, that's it. I got braces this year, though. Not one of my better decisions, but see you.